let's just say unraveled already. And we just started. And the funniest part about these ratings that they've put out, I mean, God, TNT Sports must be dizzy with the level of spin they're trying to give this.
The Unrivaled League's ratings are out, and they're awful. One thing is clear, without Caitlin Clark, basketball's heartbeat fades. She's not just a player, she's the pulse.
Is anybody going to watch this thing? Let's be honest here. Would you pay money to watch basically Big Three, but WNBA version? Personally, no.
The latest league ratings are out, and the numbers are shocking. Across 2 channels, the broadcast drew only 300,000 viewers, a glaring sign of the league's declining popularity. Compared to previous years, this is a dramatic drop and a clear indicator that fan engagement is fading fast.
Averaged 313,000 viewers. The second game, which was the final versus the Rose, averaged 311 viewers. That's an average. It was the 2 most watched women's basketball games on TNT Sports platforms ever.
A league that prides itself on growth, these dismal ratings are a wake-up call. What's gone wrong? Is it the matchups, the marketing, or something deeper? Let's break down the key factors behind these underwhelming numbers and why they might signal more than just a bad season.
The viewership actually dropped between the first game and the second game from last Friday, the debut of Unrivaled. Now, why is that significant? Angel Reese played in the second game and they lost viewers from the first game. Now, once again, tell me how you're moving the needle, because people literally tuned out when your game.
First and foremost, the glaring absence of a superstar talent like Caitlin Clark is impossible to ignore. Clark isn't just a great player, she's a ratings magnet. Her electrifying performances, clutch moments, and larger-than-life personality draw fans in ways few athletes can. Without her, the league lacks the spark that keeps viewers engaged. Fans crave a narrative, a hero to root for, and without a figure like Clark, the league feels devoid of that magic.
I would personally say hands down Caitlin Clark is the best player to come through the WNBA. Hands down, not based on white privilege, I think based on her full athletic talent and the position that she's playing in the WNBA.
Second, the matchups themselves haven't lived up to expectations. Great leagues thrive on rivalries, drama, and compelling storylines that draw in both diehard fans and casual viewers. This season, however, the games have lacked marquee moments and competitive intensity, leaving fans disinterested. And let's be honest, only Caitlin Clark has the ability to turn any matchup into must-watch basketball.
I completely believe that all the sponsorships that they've gotten are because in their mind they thought they could lure Caitlin Clark into this thing. Because at some point those sponsors are going to want some ROI or they will bail. So they got 1 year to show them that they can make this work without Caitlin. Because if it doesn't work without Caitlin Clark, there's no reason on earth that she would want to do this next year, if it even happens. So, no, I don't wish failure for this. I don't wish failure at all. I want the league to be successful.
Additionally, competition for viewers' attention has never been fiercer. Sports leagues aren't just battling each other. They're competing with streaming platforms, video games, and endless entertainment options. To stand out, the league must offer something truly special, and right now, it's failing to do so. What's the path forward? Create compelling narratives. Fans need storylines that keep them invested. Spotlight star players. Embracing the unique talents of Caitlin Clark could elevate the league to new heights. Make every game feel like an event. Better marketing, improved game presentation, and stronger rivalries will reignite interest. These ratings aren't just numbers. They're a warning sign. If the league doesn't act fast, this downward trend could become permanent, a reality no one in the sport wants to face.
Would hope it would earn, but clearly things are on an upward trending trajectory. It's improving, and she has everything to do with it. Attendance for Indiana Fever games? Are you kidding me? WNBA draft, games on ABC, ESPN, television ratings. She's directly responsible.
The rise of Unrivaled was marketed as a game changer, promising electrifying matchups and a passionate fan base. But a glaring contradiction is becoming harder to ignore. The venues tell a different story. While the league promotes these smaller arenas as intimate and engaging, the reality is far less flattering. Attendance isn't booming. It's being managed. Packing games into tight spaces creates the illusion of overwhelming demand. But in truth, these venues weren't chosen for atmosphere. They were chosen to disguise the struggle. A full house looks great on camera, but the real question is, if demand were truly soaring, why not book bigger venues? The answer: the hype isn't matching reality.
We all know that Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever team averaged 1.1 million views per game, but all the other teams outside of the Fever averaged 394,000 viewers for the entire season. But outside of this past season, which we all know was a record year for the WNBA, before that, they've averaged 462,000 viewers in 2023. That was across ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, and CBS for the WNBA games.
The issue becomes even more apparent when the cameras accidentally capture the truth. Despite strategic angles and careful production, it's clear that large sections remain empty, or worse, sold-out areas appear eerily sparse. Instead of creating an atmosphere of exclusivity, these undersized venues expose the league's struggle to attract real crowds. Fans notice, and it chips away at the league's credibility. But the problem goes beyond optics. A half-empty arena, no matter its size, lacks the electric energy that makes sports truly thrilling. Players feed off the roar of a packed house, and when that energy is missing, the game itself suffers. For a league aiming to redefine its place in sports, this lack of palpable excitement is more than just an image issue. It's a major setback.
Talked ticket sales and we've talked viewership. Now let's talk about regular season viewership, not draft viewership. Regular season viewership, it grew by 20% in 2023. It's grown by 180% now, which means it would take another 5 or 6 years to do what Caitlin Clark has done. So between draft day viewership, which is up 400% to 40%, between ticket sales, which is up 93% to 16%, between regular game viewership, which is up 180% to 20%, what Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5.
NBA standout Kate Martin didn't seem to appreciate the physical defense DJ Currington played on her during Unrivaled League. And I'm telling y'all right now, we already know how she coming, bro. She's very handsy with her style of play, and she's not the only one. It's a lot of ladies in this league that play.
DJ, how come every time there's a foul, a questionable foul, a flagrant foul, a smack across the face, a fingernail in the eyeball?
What really happened here, man, with Dejanay. Okay. Nice pass. Oh, man. So you're going to help her up right after you clobber her like that, right? You're going to help her up after you clobber her like, didn't even look at her. Oh, she's so shady. She's so shady.